Right, everybody, good evening, Merry Christmas. Welcome along to episode 181 of the Big Quiz Night In, and it is the 2025 Christmas special. Hope you're all doing well. Let's have a look who we've got in the chat this evening. And yes, I am wearing my Christmas jumper. I think I wore it for last year's one. I want to say it's a Thundercats one, in case you're not familiar. But let's go through the comments and see who we've got here this evening. I can see Andy there. Ho, 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 everyone. Merry Christmas. Looks like Santa hasn't gone for his usual white beard look tonight while he's doing the quiz. Sue said, no, we haven't gone for that. No. Sue says, a Christmassy evening all. Yes. Andy says again, liking the Christmas intro music. Yeah, that's right. I use this every year. I love this mix that I've thrown together. It's very cool. Some really nice kind of rock-inspired Christmas songs at the end of it as well. Dave says, Merry Christmassy to all this evening. Nice to be back. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Millie's there as well saying, good evening all. Welcome to you. We've got Geraldine saying Merry Christmas, everyone. We've got Catherine saying good evening, everyone, too. There's Jodie there in the chat. We've got Michael there saying hello, everyone. And who else we've got? Oh, Andy's loving the jumper. Thank you for all the comments. Great turnout this evening. It's a little bit different tonight, only a little bit, but I'll explain when we get into it. I thought I'd do something slightly different for the Christmas special. It might also mean we finish a little bit earlier, but some fun on the way. I'm sure we'll have a lot of laughs. But the first thing we need to do to start that is get into the kids' question to kick off the evening, don't we? So let's see what's going on this evening. And here's Ruben looking all Christmassy as well. He's gone with the Christmas jumper and Christmas tie combo, because why not? Looking good. We're having a laugh, aren't we, mate?
Yep.
So, as usual, I'll bring up a question on screen for this one. Ruben's going to read it out, and if you can guess it correctly, it will be multiple choice. Guess in the comments for this one. You get 2 bonus points, and then you can take those bonus points and add them onto your total for any of the upcoming 3 quiz rounds you hear from me. So get ready to guess in the comments. Here comes the question. What is the name of the bunny from?
What is the name of this bunny from the Muppet Christmas Carol?
I know.
No picture.
I know there's no picture on screen. I know, that's my bad. The bunny is the only bunny from the Muppet Christmas Carol.
From the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Is it A, why.
B, P, C, carrot, or D, potato?
Bean, pea, carrot, or potato? The bunny from Muppet Christmas Carol. You know the one. Scrooge throws the Christmas wreath at him when he does carol singing, and then he also gets the big turkey at the very end for him. I would say spoiler alert, but I know you've probably seen it. So the bunny in A Christmas Carol, what's his name? Is it bean, pea, carrot, or potato? Have a guess. I only just discovered this a few days ago, which is why I thought when you said about doing a Muppet Christmas Carol question, this is what I thought of immediately. Because like, oh yeah, I just discovered this character's name, and it's the character's name, but it's also the name of the bunny in general, like outside of that film. Whenever that appears. Look, we've got loads of guesses. Look what everybody's put. So Millie, Jodie, Dave, Sue, and PJ's here as well. Good evening to you. He's saying C. They're all saying C. And we've got Catherine saying A, Geraldine saying D. Andy's gone with A as well. Apologies, I did mean to put a picture on here, but got a bit rushed at the end, so I didn't have time to whack it on. But we have got some good guesses. So we're going to reveal the answer now. Are you ready?
Ready.
The answer may surprise some of you.
It is A.
He's Bean Bunny. I don't know why, but he's Bean.
Maybe because he's shaped like a bean.
I mean, he's tiny. He is a little bunny.
Like a teeny tiny bean.
Like a bean, exactly. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but it is Bean nonetheless. And that, with that said, bonus points go to
Catherine
and
Andy.
Catherine and Andy. You get 2 bonus points each. Great way to start off the evening. You've won yourself 2 bonus points for getting that question correct. Thanks for your help, Ruth. Say Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. I would do the wave, but since it's Christmas, let's go for like a Christmas tree thing.
Christmas.
Wait, no.
That way.
Merry Christmas.
Good one. Christmas winner, Andy says. Yeah. Wow. Okay, let's make a start then, shall we? This is how tonight's going to work. So we have got a Christmas TV and films round. We have a Christmas potluck general knowledge round. We're then going to do a Christmas family fortunes round where it's, instead of it being on screen with the board, we're going to do 15 family fortunes questions, and I've got a top 5 for all of them, and you get points according to where your answer lies within that top 5. So you're going to have to pay attention, but 15 questions, all Christmassy family fortunes related questions. Okay, so that's a bit different. And then round 4, instead of being the 2 different game shows rounds, it will just be catchphrase, but I've got 3 Christmassy catchphrases to do. So not your traditional ones. As I said to you before, regular viewers will know I have exhausted the supply of official, unofficial catchphrase animations. So we've got something a bit different, but it's Christmassy. I think you'll like it. All right. And it gives you a little hint as to the kind of thing we're going for in the new year, which I might do more of. So see what you think of it. Back on the comments first, though. Oh, and there's something else I'll show you in a moment. Merry Christmas to Ruben. Yes, he's still listening. I'm sure he can hear me. Catherine says, woohoo, thank you. Merry Christmas, Rue, and from Catherine and Tony. And Millie is so excited for catchphrase. Yeah, well, like I said, it's a little bit different. Still the same board, sound effects, everything, just the picture behind. A bit different. We'll get there, though. So, TV and films is coming up. 15 questions for that. No more guesses in the comments. Do not guess anymore in the comments. We have got something different instead of countdown conundrums for tonight. They will return in the new year. For tonight, though, I'm bringing back something that I've done in the pub quiz, and I've also done in our Jeopardy Patreon quiz night last month, which is misheard lyrics. So what you're going to get now, don't put this in the comments if you work it out, all right? Just keep it to yourself. You're going to see some text on screen in a minute that are misheard lyrics from the game Misheard Music, which is fantastically funny. And you just have to work out the song title for this one, and you get 2 points if you can work it out by the end. We'll then do the same thing in the potluck round, and then there's an artist or group you have to guess with misheard words in round 3. If you're on the Jeopardy Patreon quiz night, then you know exactly what I'm on about. Here it is. This is your first one. It's a song title. I will reveal the answer at the end. See if you can work it out. All right? Have a think about that. And whilst you are thinking about that, the first round is Christmas TV and films. So, question number 1. At what time does King Charles address the nation on Christmas Day? Question number 1. At what time does King Charles address the nation on Christmas Day? Question number 2. Which Gavin and Stacey cast members have teamed up with Waitrose this Christmas to bring us How to Say It with Food? Which Gavin and Stacey cast members have teamed up with Waitrose this Christmas to bring us How to Say It with Food? Their real names, please, not character names. Which Gavin and Stacey cast members? That'll be 1 point for each. So worth a guess if you know people that were in that show. Question 3. Dawn French advertised for which company on TV over the festive period? Dawn French advertised for which company on TV over the festive period? She may have done it last year as well as this year, I think. Yeah, I think it was the last 2 years, actually. Question for the same company, I mean. Question 4. Whoville and Arendelle are the settings of which two animated films? Whoville and Arendelle are the settings for which two animated films? I would argue that one is more connected to the theme than the other, but both are at least loosely connected to the theme. Whoville and Arendelle are the settings for which two animated films, or even franchise name would do, to be honest, for one of them. If you know the answer, you know what I mean. Question number 5. In which festive movies could you first meet the villainous characters named Hans Gruber, the Wet Bandits, and Oogie Boogie? In which festive movies could you first meet the villainous characters named Hans Gruber, the Wet Bandits, and Oogie Boogie? 3 different movies, 1 point for each. Right, your next question then. Question number 6. Kevin McAllister spent Christmas in which 2 cities in the Home Alone movies? Kevin McAllister spent Christmas in which 2 cities in the Home Alone movies 1 and 2? Well, 1 point for each. They're different answers. Got a really lovely turnout this evening, I should add. Thank you all so much. We will be back in the new year with another quiz. We'll keep this going. More on the schedule for next year later this evening. For now, though, I will carry on with this quiz round. Do not put guesses in the comments. Keep it to yourself. I will remind you of the answers at the end, and we'll see how well you did then. Right, question 7. For a total of 3 points, put these 2024 Christmas Day soap operas in order with the highest viewing figures first. Coronation Street, Emmerdale, and EastEnders. Put these 2024 Christmas Day soap operas in order with the highest viewing figures first. Coronation Street, Emmerdale, and EastEnders. Question number 8. Now, question 8. What happened every time a bell rings, according to It's a Wonderful Life? What happened every time a bell rings in It's a Wonderful Life? Question number 9 now. Question 9. In which festive movies did Richard Attenborough, Tom Hanks, and Billy Bob Thornton first play Father Christmas? In which festive movies did Richard Attenborough, Tom Hanks, and Billy Bob Thornton first play Father Christmas? Question number 10 now. You will have thinking time at the end, by the way. I'll ask for anybody wanting any repeats of questions. So, again, you'll get thinking time. If I rush through these too quickly, don't worry. Question 10. Who gave Harry Potter a 50 pence piece during his first Christmas at Hogwarts? Who gave Harry Potter a 50 pence piece during his first Christmas at Hogwarts? Just the family name is all you need for that one, the surname. Question 11 now. Question 11. Which 2 actors travelled home over the Christmas period using planes, trains, and automobiles? Which two actors travelled home over the Christmas period using planes, trains, and automobiles? Again, that'll be 1 point for each. If you are struggling with the song title, if you're not familiar with this game, just keep trying to say it out loud and work out what song title it sounds like. All right? That's all you need to do. You will get there. Hopefully. Question 12 for another 2 points. Which duo are the stars of the 2024 festive movie Vengeance Most Foul? Which duo are the stars of the 2024 festive movie Vengeance Most Foul? Andy feels like this is going to be his Christmas turkey round. I mean, you know, when it's a Christmas quiz, there's going to be Christmas TV and films. It's one of the biggest things about Christmas. So hopefully you do better with the next rounds, mate. But yeah, that is the downside to a Christmas quiz. There will always be a bit of this involved. Question 13. Del Boy and Rodney Trotter attended publican Harry Malcolm's funeral dressed as who in their Christmas special of 1996? They have done, was it 16, I think, festive specials? This one's the most memorable, though, by far. Del Boy and Rodney Trotter attended publican Harry Malcolm's funeral dressed as who in their Christmas special of 1996? So that one was for 2 points. The next one is also for 2 points. In which two cities did John McClane spend Christmas Eve in Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2? Die Harder, I think it was subtitled. In which two cities did John McClane spend Christmas Eve in Die Hard 1 and 2? Okay, and next question then, and final question this round. Question 15. In which three movie franchises could you meet the characters named Lloyd Christmas, Lee Christmas, and Dr. Christmas Jones? So 1 point for each. In which three movie franchises could you meet the characters named Lloyd Christmas, Lee Christmas, and Dr. Christmas Jones? 1 point for each of those three different movie franchises. And if you want a question repeated, let me know now. I'm happy to go through them for you. Repeat some questions. Remember, you need to work out what the misheard music is there, the lyrics. That is a song title, very famous song. If you can work it out, you get 2 bonus points. Just let me know and add it onto your score if you do when I reveal the answer, which I will do once I've revealed the answers to 1 through 15. What can I tell you about first tonight then, whilst I give you a little bit of thinking time? I think I'll just do the usual reminder about the link. If you didn't know already, in the link to every video I post is my beacons link, which will shortcut you to all of the places you can follow Big Quiz Night in across social media and all the places you could support me. So if you are on anything else other than Facebook and YouTube where you're watching this now, you'll probably find Big Quiz Night in there. So do give us a follow. I share lots of stuff all the time. So do consider that. Okay. Any more for a repeat? Please just put the numbers in the chat. If not, we can move on to the next, the answers, and then the next round, of course. Okay. If I see one pop up, then I'll read it out. But I'm going to go through the answers now anyway, so it might be too late for that. Oh, missed the last one, number 15. Okay, I'll do number 15 for you. That's fine for PJ. So, Question 15 again. In which 3 movie franchises can you meet the characters named Lloyd Christmas, Lee Christmas, and Dr. Christmas Jones? 3 different movie franchises that was for number 15. Good evening to Jan in the chat there. He says, good evening, everyone. Good luck with tonight's quiz. Yes. I was going back through... Oh, there's another repeat. I've got a little bit of waffle on to say now quickly since Jan's popped up in the chat. I went back through, briefly skipped through previous Christmas specials that I've done, just to get an idea for the kind of things I've done before, to remind myself, really, and reminisce a little bit. And it was nice to see some of the names in the chat then, over the last 5 years I've been doing this, popping up then. Oh, 6 years, I guess it could be now. I have to work it out. I can't remember when the first one was. It was during the first lockdown, basically, for those who don't know. But some of the same names popping up in those chats are popping up in here tonight. I think that's amazing. I think that's really, really cool. I'm very grateful for that. So let me do number 5 for you then, and then we'll go through the answers. Question 5 was, in which festive movies could you first meet the villainous characters named Hans Gruber, the Wet Bandits, and Oogie Boogie? Again, 3 different movies for that one. When could you first meet them? Name those movies. Some of them have been in more than one. I won't give you any more clues than that. Okay. Let's go through the answers then. Mark them off as we go. Let me know what your total is at the end, and we shall see how well you did. Question 1. At what time does King Charles address the nation on Christmas Day? The royal broadcast is normally at 3 p.m. UK time every day, every Christmas Day. Question 2. Which Gavin and Stacey cast members have teamed up with Waitrose this Christmas to bring us How to Say It with Food? It is Matthew Horn and Joanna Page who have reunited. Question, so 1 point for each of those. Question 3, Dawn French is advertising for which company on TV over the festive period? It is M&S or Marks and Spencer. Question 4, Whoville and Arendelle are the settings for which 2 animated films? That is How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Frozen. More of a wintry theme rather than Christmas directly connected, but still. How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Frozen. Question 5, in which festive movies could you first meet the villainous characters named Hans Gruber, the Wet Bandits, and Oogie Boogie? Hans Gruber is the villain in Die Hard, Alan Rickman's character in the first Die Hard movie. The Wet Bandits are in the first and the second Home Alone movie. More on those movies next. And Oogie Boogie, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Question 6, back with Home Alone. This is Kevin McAllister spent Christmas in which 2 cities in Home Alone 1 and 2? The first one is based in Chicago, and in the second one he gets lost in New York, as per the subtitle of the film. Question 7, put these 2024 Christmas Day soap operas in order with the highest viewing figures first. The highest, and it normally is this way if memory serves, the highest was EastEnders, then Coronation Street, then Emmerdale. Question 8, what happened every time a bell rang in It's a Wonderful Life? An angel gets its wings. I've said this, I think, every Christmas special I've hosted. That is the movie Chrissy and I always watch every Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, along with the Muppets Christmas Carol with the kids. That's just standard. But yeah, I love that film. Question 9, in which festive movies did Richard Attenborough, Tom Hanks and Billy Bob Thornton first play Father Christmas? So Richard Attenborough plays him in Miracle on 34th Street, or rather the more modern remake of it, because it was a remake of a very old film. Tom Hanks in The Polar Express, and Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa. Question 10, who gave Harry Potter a 50p piece during his first Christmas at Hogwarts? It was the Dursleys, Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia, but the Dursleys is all you needed for a point there. Question 11, which 2 actors travelled home over the Christmas period using planes, trains and automobiles? It is Steve Martin and John Candy. Question 12. Which duo are the stars of the 2024 festive movie Vengeance Most Foul? That's Wallace and Gromit. Another 2 points there. And another 2 points for this one. Delboy and Rodney Trotter for question 13 attended Harry Malcolm's funeral dressed as who in their Christmas special of 1996? They dressed as Batman and Robin. It's iconic. Very funny episode. Question 14. In which two cities did John McClane spend Christmas Eve in Die Hard 1 and 2? Die Hard 1 is set in Los Angeles at the Nakatomi Plaza, and Die Hard 2 is set in Washington, D.C. at the airport. Question 15. In which three movie franchises could you meet the characters named Lloyd Christmas, Lee Christmas, and Dr. Christmas Jones? Lloyd Christmas is from Dumb and Dumber. So Jim Carrey's character. Lee Christmas is from The Expendables. I think that's Jason Statham's character. I've not got it in my notes. I think that's Jason Statham's character. And Dr. Christmas Jones is a Bond girl. So it's James Bond. That's the answer there. I want to say The World Is Not Enough. I think. I forget the actress's name now. Yeah. There's a very cheesy pun line around that Bond girl. I'm not going to say it on here. It's a family show. It's definitely not to repeat here, but trust me, it's there. Google it. Now, with that said, Jan says, he says John Tree Sparrow, but his name is Jan, and always be Jan to me. I think you are doing an amazing job. He says, you're an amazing person to know. Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate the support. That's much appreciated. Very kind. Okay, now, Bro Night Girl was the clue for the misheard lyrics or misheard song title in this case. Bro Night Girl. Say it slower. Brown-eyed girl. Brown-eyed girl? Brown-eyed girl. You get how it works now if you're not familiar. I've got hundreds of these now thanks to the game. So that's for 2 bonus points if you manage to work that out. Do let me know. Let me know how many points you got in total. Add on the 2 points if you got the 2 points for that bonus. You've got 2 points. Some of you have 2 points if you got Rue's question right at the start of the evening as well. So you can add those on here if you wish, or you can save those kids bonus points questions for the next 2 rounds instead if you prefer. 8 points for Jan. Yes, well, it's UK/English speaking countries. There's a lot of American stuff in there as well, American Christmas movies and things. So yeah, that's fair. Millie says 4 + 2 for the not so conundrum this time round, but yes, it's not a conundrum, but I know it normally is in that spot. So force of habit, I'm sure. Donut scored 19 points. Well done. Jody says 17 + 2. Excellent. Keep those scores coming in. I'll give you all shout outs and then we move on to our Christmas general knowledge potluck round. What have we got? PJ says 13 + 2. Good score as well. Yeah, you meant misheard lyrics, Millie says. I know. I wondered if so. I thought I was going to do it, to be honest. I was going to say conundrum or something, but no. No, turns out it was you. Never mind. I knew what you meant, though. Dave says 19 + 2 for the lyric. Excellent work there. Geraldine's 22 + 2. All the 2s. Well done, Geraldine. Andy says 10 + 2 for the misheard lyrics. Saving my bonus 2 for a stronger round. Yeah, why not? Mike guessed Brown-eyed girl. Very good. Okay, that's a good one. Catherine says 20 + 2 for Catherine and Tony. Hurrah! Very good scores there. Good work. Okay, if there's any more I've missed, please do comment anyway. I'll read them out. I'll see the comment come in, even if we have moved on to the next round. But we now go to a Christmas potluck general knowledge round. Okay, so I'll bring up your misheard lyrics for this one. This is again a song title. Oh, I didn't make these up. I take them from an existing game, by the way. All right. There were some other ones I found that would be quite funny, but again, it looked like something quite rude, so I didn't include them, even though it wasn't. I just, yeah. Didn't really want that for the show, but there's so many of them. So you might see these pop up again at some point. So here we go with 15 more questions then. 2 points if you can work out what the song title is in that misheard lyric box down there in place of our countdown conundrums. They'll be back in the new year, I'm sure, though. Here we go with question number 1. In which city was Jesus born according to the Bible? In which city was Jesus Christ born according to the Bible? For question number 1. Question number 2 for 3 points. Which sauces are traditionally served with roast turkey, roast pork, and roast lamb? Which sauces in the UK, I should say, it might be different elsewhere, I don't know. Which sauces are traditionally served with roast turkey, roast pork, and roast lamb? Got the hang of the lyrics now, Andy says. I just had to remind myself of what it is. Yeah. I'm glad you're working it out. They're so funny, honestly. It's such a funny game. If you want to get it for yourself, it's just called Misheard Music, and you get loads of cards with them all on, and yeah, it's brilliant. There are rules to it, but honestly, it's just fun to read them out and see how many you can guess. That's essentially the rules anyway, but yeah. Question number 3. Which 2 of Santa's reindeer come first and last alphabetically? Which 2 of Santa's reindeer names come first and last alphabetically? Okay, question number 4 now. Which 3 gifts did Balthazar, Caspar, and Melchior give to the baby Jesus? Which 3 gifts did Balthazar, Caspar, and Melchior give to the baby Jesus? For 3 points, of course. Question number 5. Which store in the UK sells the most bottles of the festive drink called Glog? I will give you a little bit of a clue here. The store, the sales records that make this question make sense are taken from the UK sales of Glog. However, the store itself is pretty much worldwide, certainly Europe and a lot of other countries, I'm sure. Massive, massive company. But certainly from a UK perspective, we know that they sell the most of a festive drink called Glog. Glog. I'm assuming it's pronounced that way. But yeah, Glog. Question number 6. Gingerbread houses, panettone, and eggnog originated in which countries? Gingerbread houses, panettone, and eggnog originated in which countries? 1 point for each. Question number 7 then. Question 7. How many ghosts visited Ebenezer Scrooge on Christmas Eve? According to the original story, I should say, because it's a slightly different answer in the Muppet Christmas Carol. How many ghosts visited Ebenezer Scrooge on Christmas Eve in the original story? Question number 8 now. Question 8. Which Mexican plant is known as the Christmas flower? Question 8. Which Mexican plant is known as the Christmas flower? Question number 9 now for 2 points. Which two songs gave Cliff Richard a solo UK Christmas Day #1 hit single? Which two songs gave Cliff Richard a solo UK Christmas Day #1 hit single? Question 10 is for another 2 points. Which two saints are associated with Christmas Day and Boxing Day? Which two saints are associated with Christmas Day and Boxing Day? Okay, question 11 now. I love this question. I remember asking this in some of my quizzes last year. Question 11. Who is the only singer on the original Band Aid single to sing his own name in the song? This is a brilliant question. Who is the only singer of the original Band Aid single to sing his own name in the song? Question number 12 for 3 points. Put these festive items in order with the earliest launched first. The Christmas cracker, electric Christmas tree lights, and the Christmas card. Put these festive items in order with the earliest launched first. The Christmas cracker, electric Christmas tree lights, and the Christmas card for a total of 3 points. Question number 13 now. Question 13. What fruit is traditionally used to make a Christingle? What fruit is traditionally used to make a Christingle? Question number 14 then. Question 14 is for 3 points. Which 3 European countries exported the most Christmas trees last year? Which 3 European countries exported the most Christmas trees last year? In any order, 1 point for each. Okay, then let's go to the final question of the round then for a final 3 points. Which new gifts did my true love give to me for the very first time on the 8th, the 10th, and the 12th days of Christmas? Which new gifts did my true love give to me for the very first time on the 8th, the 10th, and the 12th days of Christmas? 1 point for each. Again, let me know if you want any questions repeated. That is the end of the round, which means you're running out of time when it comes to that misheard music song title there. You will get 2 extra points for this round if you can work that out. And I think I'm right in saying that both the people who got, yes, +2 for... Yeah, you should, for those who got the kids question right at the start, I think you both got your points to use on this round, or save it for the next round. See how you think you did, at least. So let me know if you want any questions repeated, everybody. If not, we're going to go through the answers. I know sometimes there's a little bit of a delay in getting live comments through to me, so I am just going to waffle on for a little bit longer. Another thing to say is I need to know, and I should say this, I should message you guys about this as well properly. We have got coming up on, let me get to my calendar. Hold on. We've got coming up on the Sunday the 28th at my pub quiz, which is at the King's Head and Bell in Abingdon every Thursday, every Sunday. But on the well, when it's not Christmas Day and New Year's Day as it is this year, on the 28th is the Sunday quiz night at that pub where some of you Patreon supporters and others will be there. As for a meet and greet kind of get together like we do 2 or 3 times a year, and then you can sit down and take part in my quizzes as a group, as you have done several times before. A lot of fun. Anyone's welcome. It's the pub quiz, right? You're welcome to join us whether you're a Patreon supporter or not, doesn't matter. That will be on Sunday the 28th, and it'll be a big quiz night in of the year. So we'll be doing quiz rounds all about what happened in 2025, and then I think just a regular music round. We won't do music purely on 2025 because people will just go home. It'd be rubbish. But the other rounds I think will be connected at least. So that's something to bear in mind if you're interested in coming along. If it's convenient to get to where we are, I can recommend places to stay for future events. If you'd like to come down at any point, let me know. You're more than welcome. And if you'd like to join Patreon, that's another question entirely. I will talk about that in a moment. But we've got a comment here. Jan says, fun fact, there is a 1 to 5 question delay between the Facebook app and the Facebook web stream. So good idea to waffle on at the end of a round. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot recently, and I don't know why. It's very strange. I don't know what I can do about it because the internet is working fine. Blimmin' well better be. We've got fibre to the house. It's lightning quick. Yeah, strange one. That's been the same for the last few weeks. 1.5 question delay. Thank you. That makes sense. All right. We'll talk about Patreon a bit later. What I'll do now is I'll go through the answers and we'll move on to the next round. Catherine says we use our kids bonus for the last round. Oh, it's +2 for that. Ah, very good. Okay. Wow, you're keeping track nicely then. Thank you. Now I understand. Okay, so it's just Andy that could use his then soon. So question 1. In which city was Jesus Christ born according to the Bible? It was Bethlehem. Question 2. Which sauces are traditionally served with roast turkey, pork and lamb? Roast turkey is cranberry, roast pork is applesauce, and roast lamb is mint sauce. Very quick segue. I remember when I was a kid walking through past some fields with some sheep in, and I was with some of my mates, and one of them shouted mint sauce really loud at the sheeps as they were kind of walking by, and as soon as he said it they all ran away as if they understood him. Sorry, I don't know, random story for you. Right, next question. Which 2 of Santa's reindeer names come first and last alphabetically? It is Blitzen and Vixen. Blitzen and Vixen. 1 point for each. Question 4. Which 3 gifts did Balthazar, Caspar, and Melchior give to the baby Jesus? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Oh, Jan says in Poland we use a comma for decimal places. I think in the UK you use a dot. Yeah, you're right, we do. I had a feeling that's what you meant. I thought that's what you meant, because I know some places, some countries do that. Yes, I'm with you now, though. Question 5. Which store in the UK sells the most bottles of the festive drink called glog? It's IKEA. Glog is a Swedish spiced wine. So the answer is IKEA. Question 6. Gingerbread houses, panettone and eggnog originated in which countries? Gingerbread houses are from Germany. Panettone is from Italy. And eggnog is from Britain. A lot of people think it's America. They may have it a lot more often than we do, and it certainly may be popular over there, but it originated over here. Just like apple pie. Fun fact. It's not American. Don't tell them that. They don't like it. I kid. Question 7. How many ghosts visited Ebenezer Scrooge on Christmas Eve? It is 4 ghosts. Ghosts of Christmas past, present, Christmas yet to come, and then the Jacob Marley, the ghosts of Jacob Marley. But of course, in the Muppets Christmas Carol, there's one more because it's Marley and Marley, the brothers. Yeah. Obviously, that's not the same as the original story. So 4 is the correct answer for this question. Question 8, the Christmas flower. The Mexican plant known as the Christmas flower is the poinsettia or poinsettia, however you want to pronounce it. Question 9, which 2 songs gave Cliff Richard solo Christmas #1s in the UK charts? It is Mistletoe and Wine and Saviour's Day. Question 10, which 2 saints are associated with Christmas Day and Boxing Day? It is St. Nicholas, St. Nick, of course, for Christmas, and Boxing Day is St. Stephen. Question 11, who is the only singer in the original Band Aid lineup to sing his own name in the song? It's Sting. He sings, "It's the bitter sting of tears," one of his lines from the song, hence he sings his own name. Question 12, put these festive items in order with the earliest launch first. The Christmas cracker, the tree lights, and the Christmas card. Christmas card was the first, then a Christmas cracker, and then festive tree lights, electric tree lights was third. Question 13, what fruit is traditionally used to make a Christingle? That is an orange. Question 14, which 3 European countries exported the most Christmas trees last year? That's Denmark, Belgium, and Germany. And question 15 for the 12 days of Christmas question, we're looking for the 8, 10, and 12th days. It's 8 maids are milking, 10 lords are leaping, and 12 drummers drumming. So if you want to just tally up your scores then, again, Andy, you've got bonus points to use. If you have got the answer correct for your misheard lyrics for this round, you get 2 points if you put "pour some sugar on me." Pours hum sugar on me. Pour some sugar on me. Pretty much. There you go. 2 points if you work that one out. Great song. Your next one is going to be an artist or group you need to work out rather than a song title. So let's see those team scores then. Let's see how well you've done. And then we can move on to a full 15-question Family Fortunes round. It's been a long time since we've done one of those because I normally just put them on the board, but we do like 1 question. We went through a period of doing 3 questions, all with the board as well, ages ago. But yeah, we're going to do full 15 questions without a board tonight. All right, Millie says 18 points for her and Mike. Well done. Jodie's got 15 plus 2. It's a good score. Andy says 18 plus 2 for the lyrics plus the 2 bonus points. Good score then overall, 22 points. No lyrics this time for Dave, but 20 points is his score. Yes, Millie says much better than the last round. Very good. Geraldine, 21 plus 2. PJ says 15 points. 16 points for Jan. Much better than the last one. Yes, very good. 23 for Catherine and Tony, plus 2, so 25 for the not-so-golden oldies. Andy says, I do like Hysteria as an album. Yeah, there's some great songs. Sue says the donut scored 26 and got the lyric this time. Very good. Well done, everybody. All right, let's go to the next round then, shall we? So, this round, well, let me, yeah, there is going to be another misheard lyric thing on screen now. It's an artist or group, something along those lines you need to think about this time rather than a song title. Now, the way this round works, I'm going to ask you 15 questions, just like the ones you'd see on the show Family Fortunes. And then when we go through the answers at the end, I'm going to go through them from the lowest scoring answer up to the highest scoring answer. So if you got one of those, you'll know how many points to give yourself for each question. And of course, if you don't get any of the top 5 answers, then you score 0 for that question. So the top answer for each one will get you 5 points. So we could be looking at a massive score for this round. Could be. Plus 2 points there if you can work out the misheard artist or group name as well. Okay, here we go then. Question 1. Name something you put on a Christmas tree. Name something you put on a Christmas tree. 100 people were surveyed for these questions. You just need to work out what you think the top answer is. Name something you put on a Christmas tree. Question number 2. Name a popular Christmas carol. Name a popular Christmas carol. This is, of course, a UK-based survey, so Jan, you'll need to bear that in mind. I'm sure you know some of them. Maybe you've heard some of them in movies or something. I don't know. Maybe you sing the same ones in Poland. I don't know that either. But the surveys, well, UK surveys, that's the important thing to know here. Name a popular Christmas carol. Question number 3. Rudolph aside, name one of Santa's reindeer. Why can't I say Santa's reindeer? I keep going Santia tonight. What am I on about? Santa's reindeer. What? Rudolph aside, name one of Santa's reindeer. I nearly did it again. Yes. Whether or not the 2 we have mentioned already this evening feature in the top 5 answers is up to you to decide. Because there are many of them, right? John Paul II original name was Carol. I'm not going to try and say that. Will that count as a Christmas carol? I mean, I'd count it, but we call. I think you know what I mean. But Christmas carols mean in songs you sing at Christmas, biblical songs, typically. That's quite funny though. It's good knowledge too. It's good knowledge. So question number 5 now. Name a drink that's associated with Christmas. I'll give you a clue. We're not necessarily looking for a brand name here. A type of drink, not a brand name. Okay. So don't put glog. Now you've heard it in the previous round. Name a drink that's associated with Christmas, but not the brand name. Okay, next one then, your next question. Name something kids leave out for when Santa arrives. Name something kids leave out for when Santa arrives. Okay, question number 7 then. Question 7. What shape would you make traditional Christmas cookies? What shape would you make traditional Christmas cookies? No, you're right. I skipped a question. You're quite right. I'll come back to it. Shall I come back to it? How shall? Oh. Okay, let's renumber because I've only done a couple more, and then I saw your comment there. So the drink associated with Christmas is number 4. Something kids leave out for when Santa arrives is number 5. And number 6 will now be name a popular Christmas pantomime. Name a popular Christmas pantomime. That's question 6. Would have been number 4. Apologies there. Getting ahead of myself with all the excitement. So name a popular Christmas pantomime. Right. Back on track. Number 7. What shape? Sorry, that's number 7. I'm so messed up today. That was the next question. All right. I'm going to read through them again. Question 1 was name something you put on a Christmas tree. Then question 2, name a popular Christmas carol. Number 3 Rudolph aside, name one of Santa's reindeer. Santa's reindeer. Number 4, a drink associated with Christmas. Number 5, something kids leave out when Santa arrives. Number 6, what shape would you make a traditional Christmas cookie? Number 7, name a popular Christmas pantomime. Right, now we're up to speed, all right? Honestly, it's the answers that matter, not so much the order you've written them in, because the answers are only going to be relevant to one question anyway. Question 8. Question 8. Name something you do on Boxing Day. So the day after Christmas, whether you call it Boxing Day or not, name something you do on Boxing Day. I would argue the lowest scoring answer for that one is probably the one I'd have said. Never mind the rest. Right, question 9. Name a family activity for Christmas Eve. Name a family activity for Christmas Eve. Number 10. Name someone it's difficult to buy a present for. Name someone it's difficult to buy a present for. Obviously, their relation to you, whatever that may be. Don't go getting personal with this one, okay? Especially if you're watching this with those people. Name someone it's difficult to buy a present for. I apologise now if I've just caused arguments in the home. Question 11. Name something associated with the Nativity. Name something associated with the birth of Jesus Christ as told through the story of the Nativity. Four more questions in this round. Question 12. Name a popular, classic, traditional Christmas family movie. We've talked about several tonight. Again, whether they're in this top 5 or not, up to you which one you guess. Question 12 again. Name a popular, classic, traditional Christmas movie. Question number 13. Name one of the trimmings you'd have with your Christmas dinner. Name one of the trimmings you'd have with your Christmas dinner. Question 14. Name a band or artist who have had a classic UK Christmas #1 hit single. Name a band or artist who have had a classic UK #1 Christmas hit single. I say classic deliberately to guide you towards the classics that you hear every Christmas, rather than any newer ones that might not be in regular rotation. Okay? Makes the question a bit more accessible that way. All right, and the final question. Final question. Name a UK TV show that's well known for its Christmas specials. Name a UK TV show that's well known for its Christmas specials. Special or specials? Let me know if you want the question repeated. I'll gladly do some more repeats for you. Apologies, it did get a bit confusing there with the renumbering of some of them. does tend to happen occasionally. After this, we go into our catchphrase round. Don't forget also to have a think about who the artist or group could be for the misheard lyrics there, or in this case, misheard artists. Quality, not an issue for number 15. No, again, it's just a survey of 100 people, and if you ask them about TV shows in the UK that are well known for Christmas specials, what's 100 people likely to say? Quality does not come into it. It's whatever comes to their mind first. I think I know what we're referring to here when we say about quality not being an issue. At least I'll give my opinion, but these things are all subjective. If I don't like something and you do, that's fine. Just as it's fine for it to be the other way around. I won't judge you. But yeah, I'll leave it there. We'll see where the conversation goes when I read out the answers, at least. Appreciate you checking on that one, Andy. It's from a survey anyway, so my opinion can't come into it as the genuine answers. So does anybody else need a repeat for this round then? Or are we good with that one? You might want a bit more thinking time. One thing I will say at this point is you might be wondering what's going to happen with the show in the new year. We've talked about the fact that Patreon on Sundays coming up as well. In the new year, for the foreseeable future, I'm going to stick to what I've kind of started doing this month and had started to narrow down to over the last month or two, I think. Just general life stuff means that I just simply can't dedicate the time I used to be able to do this every single week. So I will put out a schedule probably towards the end of the year / early January to say that the quiz shows will be the second Tuesday of every month will be a Facebook Live, YouTube quiz. And then the final Tuesday of the month will always be reserved for Patreon. And that will probably be all I can commit to for 2026. If I need to shift one for reasons, then I will again give you as much advance notice as I can. But if I can say to you, if you're interested in joining the quizzes in the future, bookmark the second Tuesday of every month. That will be Facebook Live like this one and YouTube for those who are there. And then the last one will be Patreon. And that's probably it, I'm afraid. That's all I can commit to. I've had a good run of doing them almost every single Tuesday, but it's been 5 years or so now, and life has moved on and changed a lot. And also the numbers don't really justify it anymore, if I'm honest. I love keeping this gang together. I'm not going anywhere. It's not that dramatic. It's not a bombshell I'm dropping on you. Still be here, but it'll be once a month instead of every single Tuesday that I had been doing for a long time. Bar holidays and breaks and things. So yeah, just bear that in mind, please. I'm happy to talk to anybody directly if you want to message me about it. I won't say anything more here unless you specifically comment something I can respond to. But yeah, I think that's the way it's going to be in 2026, just so you know. And I think it's more of an event then. I think it's more fun that way for me. I feel like it's a build up to, oh, it's that time. It's the second Tuesday of the month. Get on Facebook, go on YouTube. It's quiz night. You know, you don't have to worry about rocking up every single week because not everybody can commit to that. And it's a big ask for you to do that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts though, if you're okay with that. Sorry if you're not. So all I can really do is just do what's right for me and the family at the minute. And that's something I needed to say tonight. Okay. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, I hope I continue to be fantastic. If anything, it means I can put more effort into one quiz night for you all, because the Patreon quiz nights are a completely different beast and thankfully much easier for me to put together than this show is, sometimes at least. But yeah, that's it. Right, I've not seen any, thank you for the lovely comment though. I've not seen any requests for repeats and I've waffled on a fair bit there, so I am going to go through the answers. I will say the answers from 1 point up to 5 points, so mark yourselves accordingly. So, number 1 was name something you put on a Christmas tree. So for 1 point, candy canes or sweets in general? 1 point, sweets. We can't do that. Our cat would eat them. She'd be climbing up there, hankering for them. No. 2 points for tinsel. 3 points for an angel. 4 points for a star. But the top answer is Christmas lights. We talked about those earlier. So sweets, tinsel, angel, star, Christmas lights. If you put Christmas lights, that is the top answer, 5 points. Question 2, name a popular Christmas carol. We have Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly. Hark the Herald Angels Sing for 2 points. Away in a Manger for 3. Oh Holy Night for 4. I'm not massively religious, but I really love that song. It's beautiful. And mainly because it's in Home Alone. I really like that. And 5 points for Silent Night. Question 3, Rudolph aside, name one of Santa's reindeer. Said it properly that time. Prancer for 1 point. Dancer. Blitzen for 3. Dasher for 4. Donna for 5. Okay, the next question then. What shape would you make a traditional Christmas cookie? We've got angel-shaped, round, bell-shaped, star-shaped, or Christmas tree-shaped for 5 points. So angel, round or circle, bell, star, Christmas tree for 5 points. Name something kids leave out for when Santa arrives. We've got chocolates, carrots, a glass of spirit, whatever kind of alcohol, a glass of milk. Top answer, cookies. Name something you leave for when Santa arrives. We've got chocolates, then carrots, carrot for Rudolph, obviously, right? A glass of spirit of some description, milk, and then cookies. For number 6, name a drink that's associated with Christmas. We have a spiced cider, eggnog, Bucks Fizz, Irish cream, champagne or Bucks Fizz specifically. You can have for 3 points. Irish cream, a Bailey's, for 4 points. The top answer, though, mulled wine. I love mulled wine. Apparently, it's quite divisive. What's not to like about that? Anyway, next one. Name a popular Christmas pantomime. We have Cinderella, Peter Pan, Aladdin, Dick Whittington for 4 points. Jack and the Beanstalk was the top answer. Right, your next question in number 8. Name something you do on Boxing Day. We have sleep. That's my top answer. Visit the in-laws for 2 points. Watching sport for 3. Returning gifts for 4. The top answer is go to the sales. Go to the sales. Question 9. Name a family activity for Christmas Eve. We have opening stockings. Who's opening their stocking presents on Christmas? I suppose if you were up late, Santa's delivered them before you've gone to sleep. Maybe that's what it is. I would wait until after midnight when I was a kid. If I could. Play games. You would play games on Christmas Eve for sure. Make cookies for 3. I'm hoping we get cookies made this year. Maybe the kids will make some. Watch Christmas films for 4. That's a given. Top answer, though, is go to church. It's midnight mass, isn't it? On Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. Is that right? I think so. Again, it's not really for me, but go to church for 5 points. Number 10. Name someone it's difficult to buy a present for. We have your mum, your boss, your granddad, your grandma for 4 points. And your top answer is your spouse. So if you put partner, husband, wife, that's the top answer. Of course, if you're sat next to them right now, awkward. Question 11. Name something associated with the birth of Jesus. We have angels for 1 point, a manger, shepherds, 3 wise men, and the new star, or star in general. for 5 points. Question 12. Name a popular, classic, traditional Christmas family movie. Now, classic is the operative word here, okay? Holiday Inn for 1 point. A Christmas Carol for 2. I'll let you have any Christmas Carol variation for that one, okay? Because there's a lot of them, including the Muppets Christmas Carol, okay? Doesn't matter. Any version of a Christmas Carol for 2 points. Miracle on 34th Street. You remember I mentioned there was an older movie and then the 90s one with Richard Attenborough in. Miracle on 34th Street for 3 points. It's a Wonderful Life for 4. One of my favourites. And then White Christmas was the top answer for 5 points. Question 13. Name one of the trimmings you'd have with your Christmas dinner. We have cranberry sauce, roast potatoes, Brussels sprouts, only if you fry them with bacon, otherwise, pigs in blankets, and then the top answer, stuffing. For 5 points, stuffing. Question 14. Name a band or artist who have had a UK #1 Christmassy hit single, a classic Christmassy hit single. We have the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl. Shakin' Stevens for 2 points. Mariah Carey for 3 points. Slade for 4. But the top answer is Band-Aid. Obviously, any version of Band-Aid is fine if you really put a different one other than the original. But that's fine, just Band-Aid. So Pogues for 1 point, Shakin' Stevens, Mariah Carey for 3, Slade for 4, Band-Aid for 5. And finally, question 15, name a UK TV show that's well known for its Christmas specials. We have Vicar of Dibley, Mrs. Brown's Boys, I think that's the one Andy was referring to, Gavin and Stacey, Doctor Who, and Only Fools and Horses is the top answer for that question. Now, there's a lot of information to take in there. Take your time, mark your answers, let me know how many you got. If you want me to repeat any, again, I can repeat the answers as well. Just let me know. The answer for the misheard lyrics this time round, misheard music, it's an artist or group, as I mentioned, and it is Duran Duran. Chorangaran, Duran Duran. Yeah? I can repeat the answers for number 7. Yes, so that was name a popular Christmas pantomime. 1 point for Cinderella, then Peter Pan, Aladdin for 3 points, Dick Whittington for 4, and Jack and the Beanstalk for 5. Yeah, I had to renumber, as you're aware, so that might be why there's some confusion over that one, but again, just mark the answers as they are associated with the questions. Don't worry too much if you have them in a slightly different order to that which I read out. It's fine. I would sort it out in a pub quiz anyway, were the same thing to happen. Right. Okay, again, let me know if there's any more repeats. And you've seen what you've got the 2 points for there. Duran, if you got that correct, well done. Oh, here we go. Some scores already. Jodie says 37 plus 2. Catherine says 44 plus 2, so 46. 46 plus 2 for Dave. The donut scored 52 points. Got the band. Amazing. Well done. Geraldine says 32 plus 2. Millie says 59 plus 2. Highest score ever. I think it might be, you know. That's amazing. Andy says, I was indeed referring to Mrs. Brown Boys. Luckily, I went for Only Fools. Yeah, well done. It's the correct answer. Also one of the best on the list. Yeah, I knew it was that one. We'll have a laugh about that. Not laughing at the show, I mean. Maybe the quality of it. PJ Kelly says 36 plus 2. Well done, PJ. 46, Andy says, for me. Didn't get Duran. Yeah, I think the thing is, if the words repeated themselves as well as a clue, it might have been more obvious. But I kind of like the fact it doesn't. It's similar, but not the same. But yeah, that's the end of that one. Let me know what you think of those. I'm happy to do more of them. Jan says, an excellent round for me, 60 points out of 75. So to quote Bono, I'm nearly great, but there's something missing. 2 points for me to anyone who guesses the song from where this quote is. I'm nearly great, but there's something missing. I can't think what that one would be. See if somebody else knows. Have a guess in the comments. I like that. Okay, we're going to go on now to catchphrase. Let's reset the board because I've been prattling around with the numbers tonight, so I just need to put them back in place. So, let's just make sure that's all lined up. Beautiful. All right, so keep your comments coming in. You can now guess in the comments as well, because this is catchphrase. Many of you have played this before, but I will run down through the rules of how it all works. I'm just going to bring my question list up. Okay, so behind this screen is a Secret Santa celebrity. So there will be a celebrity behind that screen with a Santa beard and a Santa hat. As this is revealed, you will then need to work out who that celebrity is. So you will have not only the challenge of them being hidden behind the board, but also the challenge of the fact they are disguised as Santa. And you just need to work it out. They're all actors. They're all from the world of acting. All right? Let's see if you can work them out. And this is kind of the direction I'm going for this round when we do it in the new year, in that we won't be doing catchphrase graphics behind here anymore, but I'll be putting something behind there instead, and you still need to work out what it is. It might be a celebrity, a funny picture of some description. Yeah, we'll see. But that's the kind of direction I'm thinking. In order to work out how or which square we remove first, you need to guess the answer to a question correct. I'll spin the wheel when you get it correct in the chat, and then that will tell us the number to remove. All right, so the first question, have a guess in the comments. Which country began the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? Which country began the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? Have a guess. And when you guess it correctly, which I'm sure somebody will, we will be removing square number 1. Yes, it is Germany. Well done. Let's remove square number 1, shall we? All right. Need a bit more to help you with this one, don't you? Yes. Most of you, yeah, well done. Most of you said Germany. Yes, good work. Question number 2, then. Right. Which was the first ghost to appear for Ebenezer Scrooge in the original story again? Which was the first ghost to appear to Ebenezer Scrooge in A Christmas Carol? Let's spin that. U2 song Staring at the Sun for John's lyrics. Ooh, Staring at the Sun. Yeah, I thought it would be one I wasn't particularly familiar with. Oh, is it the Ghost of Christmas Past or is it Jacob Marley, I wonder? That's what the guesses seem to say. We are removing number 9. The answer is Jacob Marley appears first. It is Jacob Marley. Oh, you've gone the other side now, haven't you? So you still haven't got the face. Just a bit of their shoulder. Right, 9 has been removed. The next question is, name one of the 2 ingredients that make a classic Bellini cocktail. Name one of the 2 ingredients that make a classic Bellini cocktail. Dave gets 2 points. Jan says, well done. Nice. It's a quiz within a quiz. Which square are we removing next when I see correct answers? Just name one of the 2 ingredients for a Bellini cocktail. It'll be number 4. We might end up getting both of them in the comments. Or none of them. We have plenty of other questions on the off chance nobody gets any of them. Millie says peach juice. Yes, vodka's incorrect. Rum is incorrect, but peach juice I will give you. That is one of them. Technically, it's a puree, but it's peach. It's still, I guess, peach juice is close enough, isn't it? Really, I like it. Number 4 is gone. Oh, she says Bellini's one of my favourites. Yeah, very good. We really need to get number 5, I think, don't we? Any of that centre column is going to stop. Well, probably 2 and 5 would help you the most for this one. Really should have thought about the placement of these pictures, to be honest, because that might be the problem for the next 2, but we'll see. All right, we've removed number 4. We can now go to the next question. Which festive character lived in Mount Crumpit, just north of Whoville? If you were paying attention earlier, you might know the answer to this one. Which festive character lived in Mount Crumpit, just north of Whoville? Yeah, it's champagne and peach juice, or peach puree. Number 8. Oh, it's maybe. And it is the Grinch. Yes, well done. Oh, it is just the beard. No, you need 2 and 5. 5, definitely. Okay, by the way, Chris, have you ever considered dyeing your beard white to look more like Santa? Do you know what? A few more years I won't need to. It's definitely going. And I'll get some wispy bits here as well. No, it's going to happen naturally at some point soon anyway. So no, I have not. Also, Santa's not bald. I don't think. I don't know, I've never seen him without his hat now I mention it. Okay, I guess he is in this house. Right, question. Your next question. All right. Okay, name one of Santa's reindeer whose name begins with a D, but don't say Donna, because that was the top answer from that Family Fortunes question. Name one of Santa's reindeer that begins with a D that's not Donna. Looks like Mel Gibson. I assure you this is a Santa beard I have added on to the picture. But yeah, it is a Mel Gibson looking beard at one point. You have kids? Of course I have kids. What? 2 of them. You see one every week. Just trying. Oh, we've reached 100 comments. Yay! Thanks everybody. Yes, Dasher and Dancer, very good. Right, number 6. Number 6. It's nothing. Oh no, you really need the middle one. Next one. Let's go to this question. Which country's residents enjoy a bucket of KFC as a festive tradition since its 1970s advertising campaign promoting Kentucky for Christmas? Which country is enjoying a bucket of KFC became a festive tradition since its 1970s advertising campaign promoting Kentucky for Christmas? Oh, that's why I'm going grey. Wow, yeah. That is that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. That would have made... Yeah, I would have understood quicker if we were on a call and you'd have said that. Jan says, I actually dyed my beard white this year. Picture can be found on my LinkedIn. You dyed it white. Oh, yes, it is Japan. Let's spin the wheel. Is it going to be number 5 we actually remove? I wonder. We're running out of numbers now. Oh, is it going to stop on 5? It did. Right on the line, but number 5 nonetheless. Right, here we go. There you go. This is all you really need. I should maybe if I'd have made the whole thing bigger so his face just took up most of the square, that would have been better. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Right, let's remove number 5. I'll keep asking the questions, but you can just guess, to be honest, because there's nothing else that's going to give you more of a clue than seeing the actual face. Name the actor in that picture. It's not Wayne Rooney. Do you know what? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to take away the other squares. Now you've got to this point of the game, for this one at least. I'll remove the other squares, because nothing else is going to give you a clue now. Who do you think this is? It's relevant to this month. It's relevant to this month. Geraldine, the one from Stranger Things is correct. Who's going to guess his name? It's not Jack Black. Does he look like Jack Black? I don't see it. Not really. It's not Wayne Rooney. It is the one from Stranger Things. That's why I say it's relevant to this month, because the new series is being released throughout. Well, it was released end of November and into the start of this month. Yes, Lily Allen's ex. That's right. He's also been in the news. Just splitting with Lily Allen. David Harbour. There we go. Well done. Yes, it is David Harbour. Let me just quickly show you. I should have got... This is something else I'll do for you in the future. I will... There you go, look. David Harbour. Is it working out that way? There you go. You can see it there. Him. That is who it is. All right. Let's go to the next wheel, and we will reset this one. And we'll go again, I think, shall we? Oh, we've got time for one more. Do you know what? We're actually taking longer than I thought we would. All right, I'm going to skip one of them and go to the next one. The same rules apply, though. We'll see how we're doing for time. We might do another one if you want to. Number 6 will be removed. Your next question is, how many different types of sweets are there in a tin of Quality Street? How many different types of sweets are there in a tin of Quality Street? We're going to be removing number 6. It's not 9. It's not 8. Geraldine's got it. It's 12. It is 12 now. Oh, you're getting a bit more of a clue now. There's definitely some blonde hair there. Sue says 12 as well. Very good. Next question. According to the 12 Days of Christmas, how many swans are swimming were there? It's not one we asked about earlier on, so you should, if you can remember those, eliminate them. Oh, 3. Number 3. Okay. How many swans are swimming? Yes, it is 7. Oh, not doing that. Didn't want to do that. 7 swans are swimming is correct. But there's nothing in that corner. Oh, it's 3. Oh. I'm really off the ball tonight. Let's get rid of number 3 as well. Okay, if 7 appears, I'll remove it anyway from the wheel. Number 1 will be removed next. Your next question is... Oh, let me go to another one. Which Christmas hit single has spent the most weeks on the UK top 40 between Last Christmas, Fairy Tale of New York, and All I Want for Christmas Is You? Which of those has spent the most weeks in the UK top 40? I'll give you those choices again. Is it Last Christmas, Fairy Tale of New York, or All I Want for Christmas Is You? The Secret Santa is not Carol Vorderman. It's not Mariah Carey. But the song is the correct answer. Let's remove number 1. Yeah, All I Want for Christmas Is You has spent over 100 weeks now in the UK top 40. Obviously, every Christmas it re-enters the charts, and as do all of them, really. But that one has spent the most. Okay, we're going to another one now. Speaking of Christmas songs, who had a UK number 1 hit single on Christmas Day with Merry Christmas Everyone? Who had the UK number 1 Christmas single with Merry Christmas Everyone? We're going to remove number 4 next. Not Kylie. I should say, just like David Harbour is connected to Santa because of a film he's been in where he plays a version of Santa, So too does the person in this picture have a connection to the role of Santa or Father Christmas. It is Shakin' Stevens. We're going to remove number 4. Shakin' Stevens does indeed have that hit single. Slade did Merry Christmas Everybody. Shakin' Stevens did Merry Christmas Everyone. Okay, so we've talked about a Bellini cocktail. Your next question is about a Bucks Fizz cocktail. That is champagne and what? What do you mix with champagne to make a Bucks Fizz cocktail? If that goes to number 5, it stops there. Yes, right. This is going to be the one. Orange juice. Well done, Dave. Well done, Dave. We have revealed the center square. Who do you think this is? Yes, Millie and Geraldine and Jodie and Catherine. You're all getting orange juice. Well done. All right, I want to do the same thing as I did before. Now you've revealed that one. Let's remove the rest of the squares. There you go. All right, who is that? Again, they are connected to the role of Father Christmas. I'll explain why if you don't know when we work out who it is. And there's our third wheel ready. If you want to stick around, we'll do another one. I think we've got enough time. It's a Christmas special. You can stick around for a little bit longer. Name the actress. Or female actor. Still looks like Mel Gibson. The beard's not real. I just used the same graphic. That's all it is. Come on, somebody knows. Dave knows. It's Goldie Hawn. There you go. Right, let me show you. See if I can find. There's the original image, actually. Right, let me bring this up for you now. There you go. Goldie Hawn. Good. All right. Okay. We'll very quickly do the next one then. We have got time. I say that. I'm going to make time. And if you want to drop off, that's up to you. Next question is... Let's go to this one now. What dessert is mentioned in We Wish You a Merry Christmas? Who's Goldie Hawn? So the reason she's connected... didn't Elton John and Ed Sheeran do a different Merry Christmas Everyone? I'll look up what that's called. Yeah, Goldie Hawn is married to Kurt Russell. They have both been in many, 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 many films. And they are both Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus in the Christmas Chronicles movies that are on Netflix. And they're really good family Christmas films. I highly recommend checking them out. They're good fun. But yeah, that's Goldie Hawn. Very famous actress. Right, figgy pudding is the correct answer. Let's remove that from the board. Oh no, I haven't put it on there. That would help. Right, there we go. Let's see how long this one takes you. Removing that from the board, your next question is, in the song Do They Know It's Christmas, who co-wrote it? One or the other. I'm sure somebody will name them both between you. But name one of the two people who co-wrote Do They Know It's Christmas, the Band-Aid song. Private Benjamin, that's a great comedy too that she's in. Overboard as well, which is what she was in with Kurt Russell. That's a great Goldie Hawn film. And Death Becomes Her. Yeah, she's in Death Becomes Her as well. That's a fun film. I'm sure there's many others. Yes, Midgeur and Bob Geldof are the two that co-wrote it. Others were involved, but those are the two credited with co-writing it. Let's see if we can just get number 5. Again, this is a person who's connected to the role of Santa as well. That's the theme for the 3. They're not just Secret Santas, but they all have a connection to the role as well. Number 6 is removed, but there's nothing there. Next one. Which traditional Christmas pantomime would you find the character named Wishy Washy? It's one of the ones we mentioned earlier in the Family Fortunes round. Wishy Washy is a character that comes from which traditional Christmas panto? Oh, number 2 is going to be removed from this one. Oh no, not Mother Goose. Aladdin. Yeah, I'm sure you meant Aladdin. Yeah, that is the correct answer. So Geraldine, Catherine, PJ, Jodie, Millie. Oh no, not Cinderella. No, good guess, but no, it's Aladdin. Yes, you got it. Number 2 has been removed. We now go on to the next question. We'll do another one of those. Buttercup is a traditional pantomime character from which panto? Again, one we mentioned earlier. Buttercup is a character from which traditional Christmas panto? Oh, there we go. Number 5. This is the one. Buttercup. Which panto is that from? It's not any of the ones you've guessed already, so it's not going to be Mother Goose and it's not Cinderella. Well done, Geraldine. Jack and the Beanstalk is correct. Number 5 is removed. Right, let's see if you can work out who this is then. I will do the same as before, and I'll just start giving you clues if you can't work it out, because that is it for that one. Who is this? They have a connection to the role of Santa because they've played the role of Santa. So who is it? And do you know which movie they're famous for playing that role in? If anything, this has been a good trial for how this will work in the future, because I now know not to just centralize everything that's crucial to the clues and the picture. Dave's got it. That was quick. Billy Bob Thornton, Bad Santa. Yes, PJ as well. Billy Bob, he played Santa in Bad Santa. Or at least he played Bad Santa, shall we say, the title role in the show. Let me just bring up, just to show you what he looks like without all that on. Let me just bring this one across for you. There you go. I forget what it is. There's a great series he's in where he plays a lawyer. Really good show. Totally forgotten what it's called now. But yeah, another good actor. All right, that brings us to the end of this quiz, everybody. So there you go. There's another thing we should have done. The downside to not doing these every single week is that you get a bit forgetful about some of the things you should do. So here's the plan then. I want to know from yourselves, if you are a Patreon, would you be interested in Tuesday the 30th doing a Patreon quiz night? I will post about it in the group and the chat as well. I know that we're meeting up on the 28th, but if you want to do, for those who can't make it, and for those who can, a Patreon-only quiz night on the last Tuesday of the month, which happens to fall on the 30th, so the day before New Year's Eve, I'm happy to do one. I am able to. So if you would like to, I need to know numbers to make sure it's worthwhile doing. If not, we'll push it and do one in January as normal instead. Let me know. In terms of this show, though, you're looking now at January the 13th. January the 13th will be the first Big Quiz Night In Facebook show of the year. The other thing I wanted to say, now it's on my mind, speaking of when and where this show is viewed, I don't know how much of 2026 I will carry on broadcasting to YouTube. As much as I know, Andy, you find it much easier to watch that way, I have to pay to multi-stream monthly, and it's more expensive than I would like, given the fact you're the only one that watches on YouTube. So if the numbers pick up, then it's worthwhile doing, and I know it. But we might have to go back to just being on Facebook because it's just every bit of money I earn from doing this, which is very, very little anyway, I lose half of it to the cost to restream to both Facebook and YouTube. And it's because I go to Facebook. I go to Facebook because that's where everybody is. If I went to YouTube and Twitch, it'd be free. But because I go to YouTube and Facebook, I have to pay to go to Facebook. It's confusing. But anyway, the point is, I'm going to do that for 2 or 3 months. I'll give it, see if it picks up there, and if it doesn't, we'll go back to just Facebook. It was a good experiment, but just bear that in mind, Andy. Okay, I'm sorry if that's inconvenient for you, but I'll keep it up for another 2 or 3 months. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let me see the comments, and then we'll say our good nights and goodbyes. Millie's always up for Patreon quiz. Dave will be free on the 30th. Andy would be too. Okay, all right, it's looking good then. I'll speak to Martin as well, who Martin and Nicola are normally on the Patreon shows. Sue says, great Christmas quiz, thank you. Well, thank you for being here and supporting me. Understood, though, we had 3 at one time. Did we 3 at one time tonight? I'll check the metrics. That's a little bit better. 30th is good for PJ as well. Okay, I will definitely think about what we can do for that one then. Catherine says, great evening. Thank you, Chris. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a wonderful time. See you in the new year. Yes. All right, let's bring things to a close then. Thank you so much for your continued support. What a great year it's been for the show and for just generally getting together and having some fun. Thank you to the new people that have joined this year. And I certainly hope we can build that audience a bit further next year, and we'll see where it takes us. Dave said, Merry Christmas to everyone as well. Thanks for another great quiz. Thank you so much for a brilliant quiz as usual. Highlight of my week. Thank you, Millie. Thank you, Chris. Have a wonderful holiday season to everyone. Yes, whatever you choose to do, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, have a nice festive period, whatever it is you choose to do. And that's it. Have a great New Year's as well. And Patreons, I will see you either on Sunday and the following Tuesday, or just Tuesday, I hope. And yeah, have a good one. Cheers, everybody. See you all same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers. Good night.